We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. It's Yankees baseball, and it comes your way next. Walter Johnson, a right-hander from Kansas, will be on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Coming to the plate now, Mickey
Batting
Mantle.
point.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Mantle.
Wait for your pitch up there.
From the belt, the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And that's through for a hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Settling in now, Robinson Cano, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Ready with the 1-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Yanks strand a pair, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Back now for the second inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mickey Mantle. He singled his last time up.
Designated hitter, Mickey Mantle.
Hey, come on now. One time, right here.
And the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So striding in, Mickey Mantle. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Designated hitter, Mickey Mantle.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Lo, he's been locked in from day one of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
A bouncer to the left side. Adames picks it up.
Come on, come on, come on,
what
come
a
on,
play,
come on.
and that ends the inning. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. At the plate,
The
Mickey
batter,
Mantle.
number 7, designated hitter, Mickey Mantle.
First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Hey, see it. Rip it. Here you go.
The 1-0 home. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. The Rays are out in front, 7-6. Striding forward now is the
Up next for the
DH,
Yankees,
Mickey Mantle.
the
2 hits in
designated hitter,
4 attempts to this point.
Mickey Mantle.
Looking good. No one better up there. Here you go.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball 1.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to...
High and deep to center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Still ranging back. And that baby's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now a 1-run ball game. So stepping in, Mickey Mantle, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and he may have just tied the ball game. That's down for extra bases. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Robinson.
A possible winning run on second. No one out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Meadows has it, and there's one away. So digging in now, Eddie Matthews. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Now the 1-2 pitch on the ground to third. And there are 2 away now. Here's big Aaron Judge. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him.
Hey, right guy, right place. Nobody better. On now.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go, and we're all even at 12 apiece. At the plate, Mickey Mantle. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second.
Mickey Mantle.
Wait for your pitch right here. Let's get your pitch.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a swing and a line drive, and he may have just tied the ball game. That's down for extra bases. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
Well, this game definitely has a little bit of everything. Pitching, hitting, defense, lead changes, and now this. A clutch double to tie things up here in extras. So we're all even, and they're looking to put the icing on the cake with an RBI that gets the winning run home.
Second baseman.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Robinson Cano, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. And there's out number 2. Now in the box, Eddie Matthews.
Now batting,
runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Eddie Matthews.
Here we go. No one base.
From the stretch, the 1-2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Take a quick walk to keep the blood circulating. 13th inning coming up. And we are tied at 13s. In now is the Yankees DH, Mickey Mantle.
7.
He'll try to follow up
Designated
the
hitter,
double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder. Still going back. He jumps and brings it in. 2 away after a great play.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered with runners in scoring position a couple of times in this one. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was obviously a huge factor in them claiming the victory here.
14-13 at the end of this one. The New York Yankees get their 20th home win this year. Christy Mathewson gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball is next. Lefty Grove will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA
the
indicates.
Designated hitter, Mickey Mantle.
Your pitch only, huh?
First offering on its way.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Coming to the plate now, Mickey
The batter,
Mantle.
number 7, designated hitter, Mickey Mantle.
Hey, get your pitch. Let's go.
First pitch coming, here it is. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
And now pitch on the way. Count still at 1-2. Now a drive out to left center field.
Dig hard, go 2,
Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Now this is the way you want to start off the series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again, this time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep this up.
Standing in, Robinson
The
Cano.
batter, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. Digging in, Eddie Matthews.
Now batting,
Find
third
a gap, kid.
baseman,
Find a gap.
Eddie
2 runs, 3 hits, and no
Matthews.
errors for the Yankees so
Come on,
far.
baby, get your pitch up there.
High in the air out to center
Attaboy,
field.
you're scoring. You're scoring. You're scoring.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Striding forward
The
now,
batter,
the Yankee
number
cleanup
7,
hitter, Mickey Mantle.
designated
2
hitter,
hits and 2 trips for him
Mickey
thus far.
Mantle.
Hey, let her fly right here.
Here comes the first pitch. One out, nobody on.
Here we go.
And it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Griffey Jr. is underneath this one, and that's out number 2. Bottom of the inning now,
Leading
and
off
digging
for
in
the
is the
Yankees,
veteran DH,
the
Mickey
designated
Mantle.
hitter, Mickey Mantle.
First pitch on its way. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Griffey Jr. has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
8-6 the final score tonight. The Rays get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Billy Wagner gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Diego Castillo records the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Rays, 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Yankees, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. Whitey Ford, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Now at the plate,
Batting
Lou
fourth,
Gehrig. And the
the
Yanks trying to make
hitter,
this first inning even
Lou
sweeter here.
Gehrig.
Stay hot now.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Chirinos has tossed more than 60 innings on the year and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s. Banks over at second. Mattingly on at first with nobody out. Hard hit towards center.
Oh, nice rip, nice rip.
And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
The pitcher's jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire here. A second run scores, and now he's got 2 men in scoring position, and his danger of letting this thing get completely
Batting
away from
fifth,
him. We'll see if he
the
can
third
put out the
baseman,
fire here, or
Eddie.
if the inferno rages on.
Matthew.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
And that'll
Batting
bring up
fifth,
Aaron Judge.
the
Comes
center
into
fielder,
this one with 3 hits and
Aaron
11 at-bats in the series.
Judge.
Hey, get a good one here right now.
Line drive to left.
Oh, you got that.
And that's
Come on,
in there.
dig,
Base
dig,
hit.
dig, go hard.
1 run scores. And he is in there.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
So now it'll be the
Now
4-hole hitter, Lou
the designated
Gehrig.
hitter,
An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Here's the pitch. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Hit hard on the ground to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well,
Attaboy,
pitching
way to
poorly
swing the
once
bat.
like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again, too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Up next for the Yankees,
Stepping up now,
baseman,
Eddie Matthews.
Eddie.
4 hits in 11 tries in the
Matthews.
series so far. Little chopper back to the mound. To second for 1.
beat it out, beat it
Return
out.
throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Yankees 4, the Rays nothing. Ready for another chance?
designated
Lou
hitter, number
Gehrig. He
4.
doubled earlier and carries a
Lou
2-for-2 line into this appearance.
Gehrig.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Renfroe is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Stepping into the box,
Now batting,
Lou Gehrig.
the
2
designated
for 3
hitter,
with a double on his
Lou
line so far.
Gehrig.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1.
Patient, get your pitch.
5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Gehrig is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Hey, one time.
Ready
right
to
now.
deliver the 1-2. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 33 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit. Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
8-0 the final today. The New York Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Whitey Ford earns win number 7 on the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Rays, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League
And
Baseball
now,
is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on The Show is next. Babe Ruth gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Let's play ball. Ball 4, take your base. That's ball 4. Ball 4, take your base.
To the plate now is the designated hitter,
Batting
Lou
fourth.
Gehrig. He was
The
one of the
designated
stars
hitter,
from yesterday's
Lou
game as he had 3 hits in the victory.
Gehrig.
First offering on its way. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Bureau, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you can throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
In now, Eddie Matthews.
Batting
And he
fifth.
really thrives
The
in the
third
batter's
baseman,
box here at home.
Eddie
Something to keep an eye on in this one.
Matthews.
Hey, needs you right here. One time. Let's go. Hey, get your pitch up there and do something with it. Let's go.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Batting 6th, the center fielder,
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch up there.
Aaron Judge.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Batting 7th, the second baseman, Robin.
There's ball 4.
Take your base.
Conto.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
At the plate, Eddie Murray.
Batting
And the
8th,
Yanks trying to make
the
this
first
first
baseman,
inning even sweeter
Eddie
here. Mattingly, the
Murray.
runner at third. Gehrig at second. Cano on at first with 2 down.
Let's go, kid.
Soft liner to the right side, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 1 inning in the books here. The Yankees lead it 2-0. Bottom of the third now, and
Leading
next
off
will be
for
the
the Yankees,
imposing power bat, Lou
designated hitter.
Gehrig.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Eddie
Now
Matthews.
batting,
He
third
was a
baseman,
strikeout victim in his
Eddie.
first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one
Matthews.
behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
The center fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Renfroe is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready once again, Lou
The designated
Gehrig.
hitter,
A hit
number
in 2
4,
tries for him so far.
Lou Gehrig.
First offering on its way. Wilson has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season. So I'm gonna...
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 34 home runs now on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Lou Gehrig will stand in again as we flash you back to the
hitter,
middle
number 4,
innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going.
Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
Here's the 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. There's one.
Dig.
On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box now, Lou Gehrig. It's been a
hitter,
2 for 4
4
effort for him so far in the ball game.
Gehrig.
Put a rip into one. Put a rip into one right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. 3 runs already home here.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
The batter, the third
Stepping
baseman,
into the box, Eddie Matthews. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead.
Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
A bouncer up the middle. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 9th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 9, the Rays 2.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Babe Ruth earns his 5th winner of the year. Tyler Glasnow was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 9 runs, 12 hits. No errors, they left 11 men on base. For the Rays, 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, they left 21 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes.